We travelled to Oklahoma with one thing on our mind.
To see Santa's lesser-known brother. There he is.
Okay, that, and to enter the Okie Noodling Tournament, a 24-hour statewide race to catch giant catfish using only your bare hands. A guy called Nate was going to take us out.
These guys are serious noodlers.
Yeah, we've been brought out to a secret location to meet them because they didn't want to reveal the spot of their fishing on email.
Yeah.
How's it going? So what's the plan? Do you want us to follow you?
Yeah.
Do you need to, like, pat us down so you know we're not working with the fish?
No, it turns out we were fine. So we followed Nate for about 40 minutes, then we went over a fence, then over another fence, did a bit of trespassing through a paddock, one more fence, then we were finally into the river. All this for a fish.
Hey, I'm surprised anyone plays this sport. I mean, if the soccer team had to do this just to get to the arena.
And you're not guaranteed a goal or even a game.
Having walked miles up a river, it dawned on us. We had no idea what noodling was.
How do we noodle first is probably a good question.
We'll show you where the hole is.
Yeah.
Y'all can feel if there's a fish in there, or I can tell you if there's one in there, but you're gonna reach in. Hopefully he'll bite you. That makes it easy.
But you'll wrap with that because you can pull them out.
Right.
So definitely got your body on your line if you're going to get a fish.
Yeah, you do. It's intense.
Right. Any other hazards, Nate?
You could reach in there and find yourself a beaver or a snake.
Oh.
Those beavers have teeth about like that, so you could be missing a digit by the time we're done.
Ha ha ha, great. I guess it was time to fish.
Paper, rock, scissors to see who goes in first. Yes! Don't put your fingers out, they're going to go.
I miss you, Reg. I miss you, yet to be named, Middley. I should never have called you Middley. You were better than that. Ah, damn. Before we go in there, Nate, just can you simulate for me what I'm going to feel just with your hands?
Maybe like this.
So I'm
maybe
poking
you can
like
slide
this.
in there, maybe not, but you're gonna reach your arm in there about to your shoulder joint. Yeah. You can kind of feel around. You might touch him as soon as you go in. You might not be able to feel him. You're gonna have to wave around a little bit, see if he'll come up and bite you.
Okay.
If he bites you, we should all be able to hear it. We'll know you're doing a good job in there.
All right. So you reckon left arm is the way to go?
Yeah, so.
Oh, this is weird. This is so weird.
Get up under all that stuff and get on the bottom. You want to feel on the bottom and get in there to your shoulder.
Come on, don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's only a big fish about to bite you.
Nice. Oh, pretty good.
What's that? What's that? Somebody's on my arm? That's you.
me.
Okay.
Just checking your progress.
No, I was getting pretty excited.
Sadly, no fishy.
The TV was on in there, so we know he was home recently.
But determined to lose a body part, we strode forth and found a far bigger hole. And Nate suggested Andy go in feet first for more reach.
Oh, I've just given myself the biggest wedgie in the world.
Fun way to spend a weekend, hey, Nate?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Now, still no fish were biting, so Nate had another idea. Put Andy's head under and push.
Let's get him in there. It's all right, he can hold his breath for 20 minutes. So this is okay if I do this. No, he's gone. Let's leave him, guys. All right. Oh, no, here he is.
I don't think it's there.
You don't think it's there?
Empty again. But I did manage to find a rare bumfish.
Oh, I lost my pants. I lost my pants. That's what you do when a baby's born. Oh, you meant to smack it on the bum?
4 hours in and things were dire. The search continued for one last catfish hole.
All right, guys, there's a hole goes under the bank right here, and it goes back in there about a body length. And he's got a big body, so it's a big hole.
Okay, let's...
All right. It's long.
Get that large derriere
We're
working.
gonna be mostly in there.
I'm scared another noodle's about to enter the cave. Oh, shit! Yeah, we got one. Yeah.
Hold on, don't come out. No, don't come out.
Don't come out, you goose!
Good work.
Jesus, we got one.
There's no way it's going to make its way out past your ass. It's trapped
Thank
in
you,
there.
America. Thank you, burger ass. You have helped me catch catfish.
As we put Hamish's whopper back in the hole, we knew we had it.
Oh, it's on my leg.
Oh, you all right in there?
You're out.
And moments later,
How big is this? You're all right, Andy. You're all right.
We'd successfully noodled our first big fish, and now all we had to do was get it to the competition, which was 100 miles away.
So now we got to keep him alive, right, fishing?
Yeah, they don't accept dead fish down there.
we carefully walked our new friend down the river. But that was going to be the easy bit, because we also had to get it to the car.
So how long can Fischel live outside the water?
Not for long, so we got to really pick up the pace and run her to the water tub in the back of the truck.
Term fish out of water came from.
Yeah, I think so.
Go in there.
It's like getting to the hospital to give your pregnant wife a big fish.
Yo!
You all right?
think she's made it.
She'd made it, but we had only gone 600 metres of a 160-kilometre journey, and we only had 2 hours to do it in.
Back at the competition, things were heating up. The weighing had begun and we were cutting this fine.
Who loves fish? Yeah!
Time is of the essence at the moment. We've got 20 minutes. We feel like we've timed this well.
60.5 pounds was the leader. Triumphantly, we grabbed our fish and charged through the crowd for the weigh-in. Could we be the next Okie noodling champions?
33.24.
Ooh, 33 is definitely not 60.
Do you reckon we're a chance to win?
So we didn't win, but we did make it into the newsletter for having the smallest fish there. Good on us.
See it through to the bitter end.